Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we're going to learn how to send WooCommerce orders details via WhatsApp and add order details in Notion. So I am an owner of an e-commerce store and I manage my business with the help of WooCommerce. I want that whenever an order is going to be placed with the help of WooCommerce by any of my customers, firstly I want to send a WhatsApp message to my customer with the order details. And as then the WhatsApp message is going to be forwarded, I want to create an item in the database that I've created in my Notion account of the order details. For that, what we are going to do is, we are going to create an automation because if we are going to do this manually, it is going to take us a lot of time. And we are going to be creating the automation with the help of Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing automation and integration software. So here in this automation, what is going to happen, that firstly when the order is going to be created with the help of WooCommerce by any of our customers, automatically to the customer who have placed the order, a WhatsApp message should be forwarded. And the WhatsApp message is going to be forwarded with the help of WhatsApp Cloud's API, as I've created a message template using WhatsApp Cloud API. If you want, you can use Vati or Interact to create your own message template. As then the message is going to be forwarded to our customer on their WhatsApp, we are going to create a record of the database item in our Notion account as well of our order details. For that, what we are going to do is, we are going to simply create an automation between all of these applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. So if you want to learn this amazing automation, then let me take you all to my screen. Welcome to my screen. In this video, we're going to learn how to send WooCommerce order details via WhatsApp and add order details in Notion. I run an e-commerce business and I manage my business with the help of WooCommerce. Whenever a customer places an order, I want to immediately send them a confirmation message with the order details on their WhatsApp. This instant communication reassures customers that their order has been received and provides them with all the necessary information. At the same time, I want to keep a track of all the orders internally. By adding the order details to Notion, my team can easily manage and review orders, track their status, and ensure timely process and shipping. This integration not only improves customer satisfaction with prompt updates but also enhances my team's productivity by keeping all the order information organized and accessible in one place. So we are going to be creating the automation with the help of Pabbly Connect. So on the screen you can see the website of Pabbly Connect, that is pabbly.com/connect. After browsing this website, we need to sign in to our Pabbly Connect account. But if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. So as I'm an existing user, I'm going to sign in to my Pabbly Connect account. After signing in, you can see the All Pabbly Apps window in front of you, in which you can see the 5 applications of Pabbly, from which we are going to select Pabbly Connect by clicking on Access Now. Then Pabbly Connect's dashboard is going to appear in front of you. In order to start an automation process in Pabbly Connect, we need to create a workflow. For that, click on this top right corner button right over here that says Create Workflow. A dialog box is then going to appear which is asking for a workflow name and us to select a folder. So for the workflow name, I'm going to give it as Send WooCommerce order details via WhatsApp and add order details in Notion 100% automated. So this is the workflow name that I want to give, okay? If you want, you can give a name to your workflow according to your requirement. After that, it is asking for us to select a folder. So on the left side of my screen, you can see I've created multiple folders in my Pabbly Connect account, from which I'm going to select a specific folder in which I want to save this workflow in. For that, click on this arrow. These are the folders from which I'm going to select WooCommerce automations as the folder I want to save this workflow in. After giving a name to a workflow and selecting the folder, let's click on Create in order to create a workflow. A workflow is created in the name of Send WooCommerce order details via WhatsApp and add order details in Notion. And there are two windows in front of you. One over here says Trigger, other says Action. Trigger and Action are the two most important steps of our automation process because our process depends on these two concepts. Over here, Trigger says when this happens and Action says do this. That means our action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step but multiple action steps. Firstly, we need to set up our trigger step. For that, click on this arrow. And for the trigger application, what we are going to do is we are going to select it as WooCommerce. As our objective is that whenever a new order is going to be placed by any of our customers using WooCommerce, automatically Pabbly Connect should capture the response. That is why for the trigger application, I've selected it as WooCommerce, okay? And then for the trigger event, I'm going to select it as new order created. Whenever a new order is going to be created, that means whenever a new order is going to be placed, automatically Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response. Okay, then to connect WooCommerce to Pabbly Connect, you can see that Pabbly Connect has provided us with a webhook URL. By following the steps given over here below, we can connect WooCommerce with Pabbly Connect with the help of this webhook URL. So I'm going to firstly copy this URL from here. After copying the webhook URL, we have to open our WooCommerce account. As you can see that this is my WooCommerce account right over here, and we need to connect our WooCommerce to Pabbly Connect. For that, from the left side of the panel, you can see over it says WooCommerce, and under WooCommerce you can see it says settings. We're going to click on this settings right over here. Okay, as we have opened the settings page over here, from this top panel you have to click on this advanced button. As you have clicked on advanced, you can see under page setup there are multiple options given, from which we have to select this webhooks. After selecting the webhooks page is then going to appear, and next to webhook it says add webhook. We're going to click on it. So this is the webhook data right away. It is asking for the name, status and all the details. Firstly, for the name of my webhook, I'm going to give it as dummy webhook. So this is the name of the webhook that I want to give. Okay, next it is asking for the status of the webhook. I'm going to select it as active. For the topic over here, as objective is that whenever a new order is going to be created in our WooCommerce account, automatically Pabbly Connect should capture the response. So over here what I'm going to do is I am going to select my topic over here as order created. Okay, so I've selected the topic over here as order created. Next it is asking for the delivery URL. I'm going to map the data of the webhook URL that Pabbly Connect has provided us in place of the delivery URL. For the secret over here, I'm going to write in a dummy secret. Okay, for the API version, I'm going to select the latest API version, that is WPREST API integration v3. I'm going to select it. Okay, after filling in all the details, I'm going to click on the save webhook button. As it says webhook updated successfully, this means that a webhook has been added successfully. You can see the webhook, dummy webhook, is successfully added with the status as active, topic as order created with the webhook URL that Pabbly Connect has provided us. That means we successfully added the webhook. If I'm going to go back to my workflow and scroll down, you can see that we have received a response. In the response, we have received the webhook ID. If you're going to receive a webhook ID, this means that webhook is now successfully added to our WooCommerce account. Okay, so now to have the response of the order being created in our WooCommerce account, we need to click on this recapture webhook response button and on yes right over here. As we're going to do that over here, now it is saying waiting for webhook response. So now what we are going to do is, as it is waiting for the webhook response, we are going to create an order in our WooCommerce account, and we're going to check whether Pabbly Connect captures the response of the order being created or not. For that, I'm going to open my WooCommerce account again. Okay, under WooCommerce account it says over here products. We're going to click on this all products button. So these are the products that I am selling with the help of WooCommerce. Okay, and now we are going to create a dummy order with the help of WooCommerce. So this is the product that I'm selling, Rose Craft 3D wallpaper. I click on this edit button right over here. As then I'm going to click on this edit button, you can see the edit page of the product Rose Craft 3D wallpaper is going to then appear in front of you. And now we're going to create an order of this product. For that, you have to click on this link and open it in a new tab right over here. So you can see that the product Rose Craft 3D wallpaper is now appeared in front of you, and we are going to purchase this product. For that, click on this add to cart button. I'm going to click on this proceed to checkout button. As I'm going to do that, now it is asking for the billing details. It is already having the existing details, so I'm going to erase these details from here. For the first name over here, I'm going to write it as dummy. For the last name over here, I'm going to write it as customer 85. Okay, next it is asking for the company name. It's optional. I'm going to skip the part. For the country over here, I'm going to select it as India. Next it is asking for the street address. For the street address over here, I'm going to write it as 123 Modern Town. If you want, you can add the apartment over here, as it's optional. I'm going to skip the part. For the city over here, I'm going to write it as Indore. For the state over here, I'm going to select it as Madhya Pradesh. For the pin code over here, I'm going to write in a dummy pin code. For the phone number, I'm going to write in a dummy mobile number. And for the email address, I'm going to write in a dummy email address. So as you can see that I've filled in all the required details. Now I'm going to click on this place order button. As I've done that, you can see it says thank you, your order has been received. This means the order has now been created for the product Rose Craft 3D wallpaper. So as now the order is created, I'm going to open my workflow over here and I'm going to scroll down. We are going to wait over here for a few seconds. After waiting for a few seconds, you can see right over here a new response has been received in our Pabbly Connect workflow that we have created. If you're going to scroll down and tally the response, the status of the order comes over here as processing. The total amount is 210 rupees. For the name of the product that was purchased, that is Rose Craft 3D wallpaper and times. For the state over here as Madhya Pradesh, country code or dummy country code, first name as dummy, last name as customer 85, country as India, city as Indore, address as 123 Model Town, method of the payment as cash on delivery with the order number right over here. and all the other details of the order. So this means that WooCommerce is now successfully connected to Pabbly Connect and our trigger setup is done. Now whenever a new order is going to be created with the help of WooCommerce by any of our customers, automatically Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response. Now as the customer have placed the order, I want to automatically send a WhatsApp message to that customer, okay? And for that, what we are going to do is we are going to set up our action step. And for the action application, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it as WhatsApp Cloud API. As with the help of WhatsApp Cloud API, I have created a message template. As you can see right over here, this is the message template that I've created with the help of WhatsApp Cloud API. And I'm going to send this template as a message to all of my customers who have placed the order with the order details you can see right over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select my action application as WhatsApp Cloud API, and for the action event I'm going to select it as send template message, as we're going to send a template message to all of our customers who have placed the order. After selecting the action application and the event, I'm going to click on connect to connect it with Pabbly Connect. A new window is going to appear on which click on add new connection. As you're going to click on add new connection, it is going to ask you for the token, phone number ID and the WhatsApp business account ID. With the help of these details, we can connect WhatsApp Cloud API with Pabbly Connect. So from where are we going to have these details? For that, we have to click on this hyperlink learn more right over here. As we're going to click on it, you can see you will be forwarded towards this page. If I'm going to scroll down, it says how to set up WhatsApp Cloud API inside Pabbly Connect. So if you're going to watch this first tutorial over here, you're going to learn how to step by step you can complete WhatsApp Cloud API setup in Pabbly Connect. And if you're going to complete the setup, you're going to have the details over here that Pabbly Connect is asking for, okay? And next video for it says how to generate permanent token inside WhatsApp Cloud API. So in the WhatsApp Cloud API setup that we are going to look at right now in this video, we are having the temporary access token. But if you want to generate your own permanent access token inside WhatsApp Cloud API, then you need to watch this tutorial of how to step-by-step generate permanent token for WhatsApp Cloud API in Pabbly Connect. So do watch these videos, okay, to have the access of the details according to your requirement, okay? So as I have already created a WhatsApp Cloud API setup in Pabbly Connect, I'm going to open the setup. You can see that is the WhatsApp Cloud API setup that I've created, and as I've already told you, in this setup we have the temporary access token. But if you want the permanent access token, you need to watch that second video that has been attached in that hyperlink, okay? So as it is asking for the details like the token, phone number ID and WhatsApp business account ID, we have the details over here, the token, phone number ID, WhatsApp business account ID, okay? So we are going to have all these details. Firstly, I'm going to copy this token from here, paste it right over here. For the phone number ID, copy the ID from here, paste it right over here. For the WhatsApp business account ID, copy it from here, paste it right over here. After filling all the details, click on Save to connect WhatsApp Cloud API with Pabbly Connect. As you can see that now WhatsApp Cloud API is successfully connected to Pabbly Connect. Firstly, it is asking for us to select the template, okay? So I've created a message template over here in the name of WooCommerce order confirmation, and with the help of this template, I will be sending messages to all of my customers. So for the template, you need to select the template that you have created using WhatsApp Cloud API. I've selected the template, okay? Next, it is asking for the language code and the selected template ID. As soon as you're going to select the template name, the language code and the selected template ID is automatically going to be selected, okay? So you do not need to do anything with these steps. Next, it is asking for the recipient mobile number. On which mobile number do we want to send the WhatsApp message to? So for the recipient mobile number, what we are going to do is we are going to map the data. Mapping means inserting data from the previous step. So we are going to insert the data from the previous step of this workflow. And how mapping is going to work, as soon as you click on this field, you can see it says WooCommerce new order created. This was the previous step of this workflow. And as soon as we click on it, this was the same response that was captured in our previous step. As over here, it is asking for the phone number of our customer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to search over here for the phone number, okay? As we're going to do that, over here you can see a phone number is provided. From the previous response, we are going to select this data of the phone number right over here. As I've selected the data from my previous response, the data is mapped. And as I map the data has now become dynamic. That means whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the new data in place of this map data is going to be updated, okay? Next, it is asking for the body field 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So in the template that I've created using WhatsApp Cloud API, you can see I've created some variables. Variables means you can see there are values in front of which and in the end of which there are two curly brackets. So these are the variables, and in place of the variables, I want the values according to my requirement. So these are the same variables that I've created. You can see for the variable 1, that is customer's name, order number, order status, product name, product quality, per unit price, and total amount. Okay. Firstly, over here it is asking for the customer's name. So I'm going to map the data of the name of my customer. I'm going to map the first name. Then I'm going to map the last name, space, last name. I'm going to give a space over here. This is the last name. I'm going to map the data of the first name and the last name. Next, it is asking for the order number. So I'm going to map the data of the order number right over here. Okay, so this is the order number. I'm going to map it. Okay. Next, it is asking for the status of our order. So I'm going to map the data of the status of my order right over here. So this is the order status as processing. Next, it is asking for the product name. So I'm going to map the data of the product name. So this is the product name. I'm going to map it. For the product quantity, I'm going to map the data of the quantity right over here. Next, it is asking for the per unit price. So I'm going to map the data of the price right over here. This is the price. And for the total amount, I'm going to map the data of the total amount right over here. Okay. As I've completed mapping all the data, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the save and send test request button. But before that, as you can see, in place of the recipient mobile number, I map the data of the dummy mobile number right over here. So to this dummy mobile number, a WhatsApp message cannot be forwarded. So what I'm going to do is, in place of this recipient mobile number, I'm going to enter my mobile number. So a WhatsApp message can be forwarded on my number. So over here, in place of the recipient mobile number, I'm going to map in my number. I've entered my number in place of this recipient mobile number. Okay. Now I'm going to click on this save and send test request button. As I've clicked on the save and send test request button, you can see I have received a response, and the response that we have received is a positive response because for the message status over here it says as accepted. So as we successfully received the response right over here, now I'm going to open my WhatsApp and I'm going to check whether I have received a new WhatsApp message or not. For that, I'm going to open my WhatsApp, and yes, you can see right over here I have received a new WhatsApp message as order confirmation message. It says, hello dummy customer 85, thank you for your order. Here are the order details. For the order number, the number, status as processing, product as Rosecraft 3D wallpaper with the price as 210, total amount as 210 over here. For the shipping address is 123 Modern Town, Indore, MP, the postal code. Okay, it says we will notify you once your order has been shipped. If you have any questions, feel free to reply to the message or contact our support team at the dummy mobile number right away. It says, thank you for shopping with us, best regards. So as we have received the WhatsApp message successfully, this means that we have successfully created a connection of WhatsApp Cloud API and Pabbly Connect. Okay, and we have received the order details in this message as well. So now as we have received the WhatsApp message, what my objective was that as soon as we have received the message, I also at the same time want to create a database item of the order details in my Notion account. And for that, we are going to add another action step to this workflow. And for the action application, we are going to select it as Notion. So I'm going to select my action application over here as Notion. And for the action event, I'm going to select it as create database item. Okay, as I want to create a database item in my Notion account. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this connect to connect Notion with Pabbly Connect. A new window is going to appear on which click on add new connection. But if you want, you can select the existing connection. After that, click on connect with Notion. A new window is going to appear on which you have to select the pages first. I'm going to select my page over here as the page that I've created, that is WooCommerce order details. It's already been added. Then I'm going to click on this allow button as the save process in my data is perfectly saved with Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to click on this allow button. As you can see that we successfully authorized Notion with Pabbly Connect. After authorizing, it is asking for us to select the database. For that, I'm going to select it as WooCommerce orders details as the database I want to create an item in. Next, it is asking for the phone number, shipping address, email, payment method, product price, quantity, product name, total amount, last name, first name, and the content. For the phone number, what I'm going to do is I'm going to map the data of the phone number from my previous step of my customer. So I'm going to map the data of the phone number. Next, it is asking for the address. For the address, I'm going to map the data of the address. This is space. Next to the address, I want the city, comma and space. I want it as the state, comma, space, country, comma, space, and the postal code. So this is the full address. For the email address, I'm going to map the data of the email address right over here. For the method of payment, I'm going to map the data of the method of payment. This is cash on delivery method. I'm going to select it. For the price of the product, this is the per unit price. So I'm going to map the data of the per unit price. For the quantity, I'm going to map the data of the quantity. For the product name, I'm going to map the name of the product. For the total amount, I'm going to map the data of the total amount. Okay. For the last name, we are going to map the data of the last name. For the first name, we are going to map the data of the first name. of our customer. And for the content, I'm going to skip the part as I don't require the field. After filling in all the required details, I'm going to click on the Save and Send Test Request button. As I've clicked on the Save and Send Test Request button, we have received the response, which is a positive response. That means a new database item has been created in my Notion account. I'm going to open it, and yes, you can see right over here, a new Notion database item has been created. For the first name over here as dummy, last name as customer85, email address as dummycustomer85@pabblytudes.com. For the phone number, dummy mobile number, street address and address, product name as Rosecraft 3D wallpaper, price as 210, quantity as 1, payment method as cash on delivery, and the total amount as 210, as you can see right over here. So as the Notion data item is successfully created, this means that we successfully created an automation between WooCommerce, WhatsApp and Notion with the help of Pabbly Connect. So now to sum up till now what we have done, I am an owner of a business and I manage my business with the help of WooCommerce. I want that whenever a new order is going to be created with the help of WooCommerce, automatically to the customer who placed the order, I want to first send a WhatsApp message, and I'm going to send a WhatsApp message with the help of the template that I've created using WhatsApp Cloud API. And as a WhatsApp message is going to be forwarded to the customer, at the same time I automatically want to create an item in my Notion database as well with the order details, as you can see right over here. And for that I've created an automation between WooCommerce, WhatsApp Cloud API and Notion with the help of Pabbly Connect, and this is how we create this amazing automation. So if you like this video, please subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment on if you have any questions or doubts, and please share this video. Not just with these applications, you can create automation with the help of Pabbly Connect between multiple applications. If you have any doubts, you can send us email on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can ask your queries on forum.pabbly.com. If you have any queries regarding the pricing of Pabbly Connect, then you can check out this link. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment down below if you have any questions and doubts, and please share this video, and thank you for watching.